I hope you guys like surprises because surprise, there's no video today. We are live streaming today. And I just really want to finish up these supposed to be Christmas, scary stories, but they're not even Christmas stories. They've been about Halloween. I don't understand. Anyways, hey there. How are you doing? My name is Angel, and I like all things that are mysterious, except for these mysterious ass stories. They are something else, let me tell you. So, if you haven't been watching the Christmas horror stories and you're just now popping in, I hope you had a good Christmas. I hope everything went swimmingly. I hope you didn't have any, National Lampoon Christmas issues. So my Christmas was pretty good actually, considering I was dreading it for weeks. For those who don't know, my mom passed away June 22nd of this year, and Christmas was actually a couple days before Christmas was 6 months that she was gone. So I was really dreading it. So, but me and my family, we had dinner, we opened presents, we played that saran wrap prize game where you have the ball of saran wrap. There's all kinds of like stocking stuffers in there and stuff. A lot of fun. You gotta wear the oven mitts, and you gotta put the Santa hat on, you gotta try to unwind it, right? But anyways, we had a blast. What kind of stuff do you guys do at Christmas time like that? Do you guys have little games you play? Do you guys do like Christmas breakfast, Christmas dinner? Do you do both? Because if so, I'm coming over to your house next year because that's a lot. And I like to eat. So there's that. Anyways, on that note, let's get into some Christmas horror stories. Let's finish this book. I just want to finish this book. I really hope these stories are very, very, very short, but I have a feeling they've been getting longer and longer and longer. And the last time, I was really tired. It was something else. This is not where we left off at. Excuse me. Hmm. I don't remember which stories we did. I thought. Oh, I did. Oh, okay. So it was this story? Okay. Well, anyways, it skipped pages. Anyways, this story is called Charlie. When my brother Charlie has to go away, I despise it. My folks are always trying to explain how sick he is to me, that I am fortunate to have a brain in which all of the chemicals flow freely to their destinations, like rivers without dams. They try to make me feel awful when I complain about being bored without a younger brother to play with by pointing out that his boredom is likely even greater than mine, given his confinement to a dark room in an institution. Right out the gate, I see. I continually pleaded with them to give him one more chance. They did it first, of course. Charlie has returned home multiple times, each time for a shorter period of time than the previous. It all starts over every time, without fail. My dad's razors were found discarded on the baby slide at the park across the street. What the fuck? While mom's vitamins were replaced by bits of dishwasher tablets. Now he's trying to poison the mama. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Oh my god, this kid. Holy hell. Anyways, yeah, I'd lock his ass up in an institution too. Oh my god, right out the gate. My parents are suddenly apprehensive, and last chances are being used rarely. They claim that his illness makes him charming, allowing him to easily feign normalcy and fool doctors into believing he is ready for rehabilitation. That if it means staying safe from him, I'll simply have to put up with my enu. I don't know what an enu is. ENNUI. What is that? I don't even think pronounced it right, but whatever. I despise it when Charlie has to leave. It forces me to put on a brave face till he returns. That is the end of that story. That's the shortest story we've had in a while. Okay, so right out the gate, I guess there's that. Um, his brother is psycho, and that's why they keep him locked up. It's for everybody else's safety, not his. Anyways, the next story is called The Girl Who Wasn't. From the age of 11 to almost 16, I lived in a house from hell for 4 years. There was always something going on: voices, footsteps, and doors flying open and shut. Nothing ever stayed in its place because both of my parents worked. I spent a lot of time alone there, and I was continuously afraid. The little child in my restroom, on the other hand, was one of the most gut-wrenching experiences of my life. I saw a small girl with blonde curly hair and a rose-colored frock every time I passed my bed my bathroom door, which was frequently because it was directly outside my bedroom. She merely stood there, staring, as if she were a 1905 snapshot. I started closing the door so I wouldn't see her when I walked by, but she was always there when I opened it. I couldn't see her once I stepped past her, but I could sense her presence. She scared me, but I felt bad for her since she was stuck there too, like me, but for the rest of her life. As the years passed and the situation in the house worsened, she began to become darker. I began to suspect she wasn't actually a little girl. I was aware that there was something unsightly in the house, and I had the impression that it was presenting me with a sympathetic image. Then I began to believe I was utterly insane. See, that's the first go to, right? Thinking that you're insane. When I was 14, I invited a friend from out of town to spend a week with me. I hadn't told her anything about the house, since I didn't think she'd show up if I informed her. We were seated in my room shortly after she arrived, and she excused herself to go to the restroom. She came back in a minute later with a bewildered expression on her face and said, "So, there's a small girl in your restroom. She hangs around in there to be sure. Do you have blonde hair? Curls? Is that a pink dress? Yeah. You do realize that's not a tiny girl, don't you?" I was on the verge of passing out. I felt relieved, afraid, and ecstatic, and I was ready to flee the house screaming. Same. She wouldn't use my restroom for the rest of the week, so I began to use it as little as possible to avoid upsetting my parents, who did not want to believe. We eventually moved out, and I couldn't have been more pleased. I tried to psychologically separate myself from it as much as possible. Then, when I was 18, I went on a road trip with another friend to pack up some belongings I'd left in my house. My parents hadn't sold it yet and wouldn't for another 5 years. My friend appeared uneasy as soon as we arrived on the site. He turned absolutely white as we approached the bend in the long, steep road. I sensed something wasn't quite right, but he insisted he was fine. So we started to work. He asked to use the bathroom after a bit, and I guided him to my, and then it's a period. To what? You guided him to what? They didn't even finish the sentence. He dashed back in, gasping for air, and shut the bedroom door behind him less than 20 seconds after leaving. He began rambling about a small blonde girl who isn't really a small girl. He came to a complete stop, looked me in the eyes, and said sadly, "She is dissatisfied. I'm with you. You took off when you weren't supposed to. We put everything we could into my car in 2 trips and drove away at top speed. And that is the end of that story. These stories are short and kind of funny, not scary at all. Um, it's a little girl that's not a little girl. Okay. I don't know. I have nothing. These stories are something else. I guess these are reaction videos because I don't understand these stories half the time. He cut off. I guided him to my and then a period. Great job. Great job. Anyways, the next story is called The Dog Who Knew. That's what I'm saying, Zeus. Oh my god. My dog used to snarl and glare down the hallway from the living room towards the bedroom for no apparent reason in my prior apartment. I'd also wake up with her peering intently at the door and growling when I was sleeping in the bedroom. She slept at the foot of the bed. She weighed 140 pounds. It was a mix of Great Dane, Catahoula, and Slobber. Well, Great Danes are big dogs, but 140 pounds I think is huge for a Great Dane. I don't think they weigh that much typically. I could be wrong. I mean, they look so lean though. Had to be, and Pone doesn't weigh that much. Anyways, so after a few years of this, I thought to myself, okay, my dog has a terrific imagination. Wrong. I woke up one night to my dog yelling for all she was worth, rather than growling. She wasn't barking at the door. She was barking right at me. I opened my eyes almost instantly, and there was a blur of light leaning over me, extremely close to my face. Maybe less than 6 inches. It didn't look like a person. Instead, it looked like a person sized version of a colorful nebula you could see in a science magazine. That's actually really cool. Everything is 3 dimensional. I had the distinct sensation that this monster had been watching me sleep for quite some time. God only knows how long it's been and how many times it's happened before. Despite how clear that particular emotion was, I had no idea what it wanted, whether it was malicious or simply curious. That blur of light receded and dissipated over the course of approximately 3 seconds, while I flipped right the fuck out, jumped backwards to the other side of the bed, too afraid to scream. My dog had gone completely insane. So, not long after, I inquired of the building manager as to whether anyone had ever died there. She looked into it and returned to me a few weeks later with the news that, yes, a woman had died of a drug overdose in that apartment in 1995. So, 12 years ago. Well, it's probably longer than that now. Shortly after her child had been taken from her care due to her addiction issues, my dog continued to snarl at the hallway on occasion, but I never saw it again. After nearly a year, I moved out. Other experiences have occurred, but this one was literally inches from my face, watching me sleep. I'm getting the shivers just thinking about it. And that is the end of that story. We're almost there. Oh my god, we're at 48. Oh my, we're almost there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it and it's going to be short. Oh my god, we're going to do it. These are short stories and the last few were pretty long, but these, god, they're going quick. My god. Anyways, um I don't have anything on that last story either. I like that they're so quick. That one's just, I don't know. I can't imagine waking up and seeing something hovering right above me as I'm sleeping. Like sleeping. Oh god. That'd be creepy as fuck. That'd be like, if your bedroom's on the second floor like mine is and you see a face in the window. You're like, dude, what the fuck? There is no tree there. If I see a face in the window, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Absolutely not. We're not doing that at all. Anyways, well, that means that I can start working on other stuff. I have such big ideas. So I need to start like planning. I did not plan yesterday. I did not plan. Um, I cleaned yesterday and organized and found all this stuff that you know, I'll get an idea and I'll write it down on a piece of paper, and then I just have a pile of papers with ideas all over them. So I can start getting into that. I can start planning that out for next year. I'm so excited about all that stuff. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited. But, anyways, let's finish these stories because I can't stand things not finished. It drives me insane. So let's finish it. This story is called The Driveway. Oh, speaking of driveways, it rained here yesterday and my driveway was a puddle. Pond. That's a pond. It was big enough I could have put my fish in there. It's insane. Anyways, my father was driving. My mother was in the passenger seat, and I was crouching behind them, leaning on the boot that separated the vehicle from the camper. When we were camping, it was late evening, so it wasn't completely dark. We weren't really conversing at the time, and my mother was staring out the window when she screamed, "Oh God! Oh my goodness! Jean, do you see what I mean?" "Yeah," answers my father. "Yes, I do. I'm going to take it easy and let them pass." The automotive on the right passed us as he slowed. I couldn't see inside, but their window was rolled down, and the arm dangling from it appeared to belong to someone who was eerily skinny. weekend at Vern weekend at what was his name? Benny's, right? It was Benny's. Benny's? Weekend at Bernie's. Wasn't even the other ones. It was Bernie. Weekend at Bernie's. And they had the dead guy and they partied with him. Or is that before your time? I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, comment below. I'll eventually get it right. I'll just run through some names and then I'll be like, no, that doesn't sound right. Oh, yeah, that does. There we go. Anyways, this is stuff I usually cut out. So you guys are getting like unedited of this stuff. This is how I am. I crack myself up and you guys never see it. Sometimes you'll see me laughing and you're probably wondering why. Well, I cut out whatever I said and I laughed at. So I apparently didn't think it was appropriate for the story. I do that a lot. I have a sick, twisted sense of humor too. So shit that some people don't find funny, I do. And I laugh at myself a lot because you can't laugh at yourself. You're not living your life right. Anyways, let's see, appeared to belong to someone who was eerily skinny. When I asked my mother what she had seen, she answered nothing. My father stood at her side. Years later, I inquired about it once more. It was a skeleton, my mother explained. Because you could see through the jaws, it wasn't a mask. It had eyes and a tongue. It had to be death. My father initially supported her, but then recanted, claiming that it was a mask because nothing could thrive in that environment. That is the end of that story. Actually, we're done because I already read these two stories. That was the last story, guys. I forgot the true, true, fluent trunk. I could never say that word before, and I can't say it now, and I probably never will. It looks like truce and lunt. Truce, lunt, trunk. But we already read that story, so we're done. Because I forgot, I added some other stories to make the other video a little longer and stuff because I think the last couple ones were live streams. So that means we're done with this one. Yay! So, what I have planned then, if since we're done with this, I was gonna do that other Christmas book, but we're just gonna save that for next year because I don't want to start another one because I'd rather get back into some, true crime stuff because that's what we were doing before. And I actually found a few different books and I put them in my library. Was this the one? Oh, I actually started this one, the Bear Brook Murders. Yeah, see, I'd already started this book because I did the Bear Brook Murders. I remember that story. Oh wow, I wonder how long this is. I hate to do this in a live video though because I like when I read these stories, I like to show like visual of so that we can get an idea and like kind of picture it, right? It kind of adds something to the story. So yeah, I may be just reading a story, but I'm trying to add something to it. So I add my own visual, something that's gonna help tell the story. And I absolutely love editing. It just takes some time when the story is long. It's a lot of overlays. I really like doing the split screen though, so that way you guys can see my reaction to some of this shit. Cause I haven't been reading ahead. This is all like, I guess, reaction too. I guess you could call it. I don't know. I really like what I do, but I I have big plans. So the thing that maybe we'll just talk about that. That's kind of what live streams are, anyways. So that way you can update people about shit that's going on. So starting in January, I want to start reaching out to some of the places that I did stories on before here in Rockford and fucking do interviews with them and sit down with them. But I lost a piece for my tripod, so I can't mount my phone on there. I lost the what do they call it? Easy release plate for my tripod. If you don't know what I if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google it. It's called an easy release plate. It's for a tripod. There's like this little lever that holds this plate into place. So that way you can easily just take off whatever you have screwed on there. Your phone. I used it for my camera. I think I lost it at the park. I took the kids and I beginning of the school year, I took them to the park. I took them to Cyril's. No, I didn't take them to Cyril's. Where did we go? Did we go to Cyril's? We did go to Cyril's, I think. No, it wasn't Cyril's. Where did we go? Maybe it was Cyril's Park. I took them and we went and took some pictures there. I'm trying to fucking remember. I really do think it was Cyril's because it's right by the house. I think I went the back way though, and I think I got myself lost. But not really because it's not that big of a park. But I went a different way than I usually go. But I'm pretty sure I lost that easy release plate there when I took the kids in September to go take their pictures so I could send them to family members and stuff. And honestly, I sent everybody just the digital copy. I didn't even print them except for my aunt, my mom's twin sister, who I talk to as much as I possibly can. But everybody's living their lives, and I feel I have to really stay in touch with her just because it's a piece of my mom. That's her twin. So there's that. This wasn't supposed to be sad. It's supposed to be all happy and stuff, but it's still hard. Um. Oh, I cut this all out as a lot of videos when I was recording videos after she passed. It was hard. Cut out all this, the emotion. Anyways, so I ordered a piece. It wasn't the right size. It didn't even look the same. I don't know why I ordered it to begin with. Well, it's not the right one. So I had to start a return for it. I have to go do that after work tomorrow. And then after that, I ordered a new one. obviously. And I'm really hoping this one fits so that way I can start using the tripod so I can start doing the interviews. I actually wanted to start with, I think it's the Coronado. I think that was the first one I did here in Rockford. That would be a significant one. I want to get a hold of them. I was gonna start emailing and just explaining like what I'm trying to do, and hopefully they'll want to sit down and talk with me, maybe even give me like a little walkthrough. I mean, they don't have to take me in no exclusive area, but I think it'd be cool. It really, it's kind of something I've been wanting to do, and that's what I've been wanting to do. But when you don't have the time or you don't have the money, it's kind of hard to do stuff like that, especially when you're not very confident in yourself either and what you're trying to do. But I'm gonna start this traveling. I gotta do something. I can't just keep sitting here. It's driving It drives me insane to just sit somewhere. I can't sit still if you haven't noticed, especially in that hour-long live stream. I can't sit still to save my life. That's why my videos are usually so short because I'm tired of sitting at that point. But yeah, I want to do more traveling next year. I want to go back to the historic auto museum because that place is awesome. It was just so awesome. I love old cars, and they had some of the coolest shit in there. Like they had the Ghostbusters car. They had the car from National Lampoon. Oh my god, the station wagon. Um, yeah, it was a fucking cool place. Do some traveling. Start doing some little interviews and stuff. I still want to do some true crime. I'm trying to figure out how I can put my own twist on like the true crime stories. Because obviously, I don't want to go interview all these people, right? That's a lot of time and a lot of energy. So, especially when I'm doing the true crime, it's not really about the victim. It's more about I'm telling you about this fucking killer. That's and I'm not gonna go interview them for shit. I don't know. I don't know how I'll put my own spin on it. Maybe I'll keep doing it, how I've been doing videos. I'll just occasionally throw in some, killer and crime shit, and just keep my old, how I've been doing videos this whole time. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows what's going to happen in 2024? I have such hope that next year is going to be so much better. And honestly, I think that's how things will get better. Is just having hope that something's going to get better. I mean, if we lose hope, what else do we have? I mean, that one story talking about hope. Oh, dude, that was, you know what I'm talking about? I don't even remember which one it was. One of them, there was a story, it was a Christmas horror story, and it was talking about hope. They're like, oh, sincerely hope. Now I have to go find it. Oh, God. That's how we're gonna spend this time. We're gonna go back and we're gonna find that story talking about hope. Because honestly, I feel like you really can learn something from that story. And it's true. I don't remember what it was called though. Let's see. Oh, what's the name of it? Was that a message? It was a message from your demons. That's right. Yeah. We're gonna redo this one because this was actually a decent story, and it has, something that we can actually take away from it. So we're gonna, I'm gonna do a live stream for New Year's, but we're gonna take this story with us to get through the rest of this fucking year. We're just gonna think about this. A message from your demons. Hello, my sweetheart. You have no idea who I am, yet I recognize you. I am one of the three demons who were assigned to you when you were born. You see, some people are born to achieve greatness and live happy, satisfying lives. I'm afraid you're not one of them. And it's our responsibility to make sure you're not one of them. Who are we exactly? Oh, of course. How impolite of me. Allow me to introduce you to our group. Shame, the monster on your left shoulder, is my younger brother. Shame tells you that you're weird, that your thoughts aren't normal and that you'll never fit in. When your mother discovered you playing with yourself as a child, shame whispered in your ear. Shame is the force that causes you to despise oneself. Fear has taken up residence on your right shoulder. He's my older brother, and he's as old as time. Fear transforms every stranger on a dark street into a murderer, filling every dark nook with monsters. You're afraid to tell your crush how you really feel. He advises you that it's better not to attempt than to fail in front of others. Fear causes you to construct your own jail. So, who am I? Even though I am the worst of your demons, you regard me as a friend because I reside in your heart. You turn to me when you have nothing else. I am the one who makes you suffer, the one who makes your suffering last longer. Sincerely, Hope. There it is, guys. And if we don't have hope, we don't have nothing, right? So, is it a demon? They're all demons. There's so many demons. It's not funny. Not even funny. You have the jealousy demon. All these demons, I don't know. Anyways, if you have any ideas on any paranormal or true crime, I don't know what happened. That is really weird. I have no idea what happened. It like froze. That's so weird. Anyways, if you have any ideas on any paranormal or crime stories that I haven't done yet and you think that I should, go ahead and comment that down below. If there's anything that you would like to share that has personally happened to you, you can comment that down below, or you can send me an email too, to angelsadventures83 at yahoo.com. I still have that, so if you ever want to send me something, you don't want to comment down below, you want to be anonymous or whatever, it is what it is. I won't tell anybody your name or anything. I won't disclose anything. That's not who I am. But I like I like this. This is what I like to do. It makes me happy. I had a shitty day at work today. Somebody called me white trash. This is what happens when you go back to retail. So, and I find it funny because I've come a long way and I've had a lot of different jobs. Actually, when I first started YouTube, I have an old channel that you guys probably don't even know about, but I have a old channel. That's my vlog channel. And that's where I upload like my family videos and stuff. So like me and my kids and my family and shit. That's all on my other channel. That's just Angel Walker. Um I don't remember what the numbers are behind it. I actually tagged that down in the comments in my videos and stuff though. So if you guys want to check that out, that's always there. I have a TikTok account if you do not know. Um, I don't know if I can. I don't. You know what? I need to add that. Here we go. I need. I need something to write with. I need to find paper. Thought I had paper. I do not. I'll just use this. It'll work. I need to put my TikTok into the description box. What else? Oh, I have Facebook. My Facebook needs to go in the description box. Um, hmm. Facebook, Twitch. I have a Twitch, but I already linked that in my description box. I haven't actually played any games in a while, so if there's any games that you would like to play with me, you know, I have a PS4, so if you ever, I like The Sims. I don't think we can play that online, but I have GTA, so if you want to play, get down on some GTA with me, you can get a hold of me on my Twitch account. I'll leave that in the comments section. that way you guys can find it. What else? My TikTok, my Facebook, my Twitch. What do I have? I know I put something else. Dude, what? Why am I having so many issues right now? I'm like, what else do I have in there? I know I have more than that because I put my vlogs at the top, I believe. No, look, I don't know how I put this. Yep, my vlog is at the top on my links. Also, I thought I got rid of that. So I'm getting rid of the club. That did not go anywhere. See my Twitch. I'm going to leave that on there. No, I'm not. I'm going to take that off there too. Let's see. What else? So we're going to take this one off as well. Oh, my Discord. I never use Discord. I'm not even going to lie to you, but I do have it. I don't know what to use it for. Give me ideas. I have no ideas about what to use Discord for. I also, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I tried to start an OnlyFans page. I have not one fucking clue how to upload anything onto there because I was gonna take some of my videos, right, and put them on there. And I have no fucking idea how to do that. I do have, so I'll leave my Discords in the description box. Also, I haven't said anything about it in a while, but it's always in the description box. I'm not gonna force anything on you. It's not a big thing. I just think that if it benefits me, I like to share it with you guys. So the TubeBuddy, the 30-day free trial, I always leave that in the or in the description box as well. Just if you ever want to get a 30-day free trial, you can always try it out. I love it. I use it all the time. Um, I'm actually trying to think. Oh, I can share with you. I love this. This is great. It doesn't always have to be storytelling, right? So, one of the things I was talking about before was how I like on TubeBuddy how I can see my milestones and stuff. So I actually hit 300. Oh, crap. That's not how that was supposed to look. I actually hit 398. I'm so proud. So proud, guys. Like, you guys are awesome. 398. And couldn't be there without you. You know, you guys make this all possible. And I'm not even making no money yet, so this is true appreciation. And I'm not one of them people that's really in. I just like this. I don't want you to think that I'm not earning any money off any of this. It's not like this is what I like to truly do, right? This is what I like to do. It helps me woosah. That's what I call this. I had a bad day today. Got called white trash. Gonna beat that bitch's ass in the little fucking Walmart, but whatever. It is what it is. So, anyways, it's been a fucking year. It's been a year. Oh my god. God, has it been a year? I started out this year up until mom passed. Actually, it was after my grandpa passed. I was working in a doctor's office. I'm a medical assistant. I have a whole medical assistant diploma, right? I graduated. I was one of the top ones in my class when I graduated. Okay, there's shit to be proud of. But they treat you like shit. Like, I don't think it's fair that you don't get a lot of time to grieve when you lose somebody that's literally your mom, your dad, or your grandparents, or even a kid. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these companies? Do they not lose people? Like, is it nothing? Do they not have any fucking. Oh, that's right. That's right, guys. I forgot. I forgot. They're soulless corporations. They don't give a fuck. Well, anyways, so working in the doctor's office. I lost my mom in June. The doctor I was working for left in July, and then my grandpa passed in August. I had three big losses back to back to back. Okay, it was like that, And then they put me with another doctor, and she was a fucking cunt. So I said it. And she really was. She spilled my monster. It's fucking sin. Everybody already knows you don't spill somebody's monster. She spilled it all over my fucking desk, dude. Remember, I'm working in a doctor's office. I had my own desk. It was awesome. I loved what I did. I loved what I did. Did I like get treated like shit? No, absolutely not. Do I like having a doctor talk down to me and tell me that I'm stupid when I know that I graduated as one of the top people in my fucking class when I graduated? Are you serious? Like, it fucks with your head, but you make really good money. So I don't know. There's pros and cons to it. But I needed a break. When that bitch broke my no, she spilled my monster and broke my sunglasses, and she didn't fucking say sorry about none of that. And she already knew. I just came back from losing my grandfather. I was on FMLA and everything because I missed so much work. I can't believe that was the thing. And honestly, I only missed like 2 weeks. And I had to go on FMLA or they were going to fire me. Well, they ended up having to fire me anyways because I wasn't going back to work with that bitch. I called my lead and was like, I'm not fucking working with her. I'm done. She was a bitch, dude. Just a bitch. I can't. I can't with some people. You know, just entitlement shit is just bullshit. Like, you're not entitled. I don't care what school you went to. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you know. You have no fucking compassion for people. You're not going to go nowhere as a doctor, anyways. Maybe I should have went. Maybe that should have been what I did. I should have went to school and been a doctor. That's what I should have done. I'm very compassionate. I would have been a great doctor. I don't want to be a doctor. Too much fucking responsibility. And honestly, left there, right? So I quit there, went hard on YouTube, and I started the TikTok, and I started all these other things, the Twitch, the Discord, and everything. And honestly, I'm up to almost 200 subscribers on TikTok. It's insane. And I've only had it for like 2 months. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm not even big about it. You know what I am on TikTok? Do you know what I am on TikTok? I'm the crazy cat lady on TikTok. I follow so many cats on TikTok. It's not funny. I'm the crazy cat lady on TikTok. And it's not because I have a lot of cats. I just follow all these cats. A lot of my friends are cats on TikTok. I said it. I said it. It's too bad they don't follow me back. That would be fucking awesome. I get it. They're a cat. They can't use their they can't use their little paw pads. But the owner could be following them back. I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyways, um, what else? What else? I don't know. I'm gonna do more magnet fishing next summer too. I can't wait. I think it's too cold. I mean, and then I think without a boat, it makes it harder to magnet fish. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. There's so many big rocks in the Rock River, hence the Rock River. It's fucking rocky. Big ass rocks too. They like to try to steal your magnet. I think you need a boat to get in the middle. So my goal for next year is to make friends that have a boat, so I can get on to the Rock River and not the kayak with my dad again, because I almost had a panic attack in that motherfucking kayak. Not even gonna lie. I am deathly afraid of drowning. Have not made that a secret. And I find it funny that I'll get on a boat. Best believe I'll be wearing a life preserver, and I'm probably gonna have one of them little inflatable boats in my pocket or something. Who knows? You never know. The sink. If the ship sinks, I'm not going with it. Can't do it. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. I don't even care if it's a fucking cruise ship and it's like 200 stories high and the fucking. I don't give a shit. They try. Oh, it's not gonna sink. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's so much shit. It's not gonna be an iceberg, right? Like the Titanic. And I'm not a dumbass that would go explore the Titanic either. I don't understand why you would want to go down there. Why? Why? What are you seriously in that tiny little boat? And there's a reason why we don't do that all the time, right? Because it's dangerous. We had that talk with them people. Them people. I followed that shit. I was reading the news and it was just insane. I was so obsessed with the news when that shit was in there. Anyways, well, and then so after I stopped working there, whatever you want to call it, Um, I went hard on YouTube, started all the other shit, and then what else did I do? I have a Patreon too. Oh, I should probably link that in there. I don't know what to use that for either. What do I use Patreon for, guys? Clue me here, because I'm clueless when it comes to Patreon as well. What do you guys want me to do on Patreon? Because I can use. I like TikTok because I like the short video on there better on there than I do on YouTube. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think it's just better, more e- more streamlined, easier to maneuver. I don't know. I like it better. Sorry, YouTube. Anyway, so I have that Facebook. I don't really put anything on Facebook either. I don't really know what to use that for either. I mean, what would you like me to use Facebook for? I'm all up for ideas. Give me some ideas. Clue me here. I'm going to keep the TikTok and I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing on there because obviously it's working. And honestly, it's kind of funny because a lot of my old videos didn't get views. And that's what I've been using for my shorts. Literally, I'm going backwards. So I started all the way at the bottom and I'm working my way back up. And that's how I'm doing my shorts. Just in case you're wondering how they're different, how I sound different. The microphone, I had a shitty ass one of the headphones that comes with your iPhone mic. That was the mic I had. This one's a little smidge better. It's supposed to be noise canceling, but I know you guys can hear shit in the background because I hear it when I'm editing. I just ignore it. Eventually they'll go away. And then Twitch, we can get down on some GTA. You guys need to follow me on there so we can get on and play some GTA. I'm all about it. Boyfriend had me playing it for a little while there. I'm not very good. Probably because I don't play it a lot. What else? Discord. I don't know what to do with. Ideas for that. And then Patreon. I have not a clue. Not a clue. I don't think anybody likes me on Patreon. I don't know what I'm doing on there. Anyways, all up for ideas for what to do with the social media platforms because I don't know. But I like that I can share with you about my plans. That way you guys know that, hey, I've been thinking about shit, but I've also been going through a lot and still not really still not really there, but we're getting there. Okay. And I think if I start doing what I want to do with my channel, doing the interviews, like going to places, interviewing people, sitting down with them, doing like walkthroughs and exploring places, it's really gonna pull me out of this funk that I'm in. Cause this shit sucks. I wouldn't wish this year on anybody the year I've had. I lost my uncle in March. I took my mom down for her brother's funeral in March. And then I lost my mom in June. It's been a garbage year. I also lost a great uncle too in November. He was also another one. He had a massive heart attack and he was at home by himself when it happened and he died. They found him dead on the floor in his bedroom. And then, oh, oh, I have a fish tank. I I have a 55-gallon fish tank and I have six silver dollars, a big ass goldfish that I need to get rid of because he pissed me off. And I have a bunch of like little fish, like little trying to think what they're called, otos. That's what I call them. That's like a short abbreviated version. Little tiny otos. They're so cute. I have three of them, and I had two little. I think they call them mollies, not mollies. Little bottom feeder guys. Well, anyways, I had two of them. Well, the goldfish knocked the tube off the pump for the filter, right? And one of my little guys, they're on the bottom, he got stuck in there and he died. And I was sad because that's just this year needs to get over very, very soon. I don't understand. I understand that people die all the time and I understand death, but God damn, I hadn't had this much death in my family in probably my whole life. In probably my whole life. But I don't know. Anyways, if you want to see more shit that I've posted, it's gonna be like me and my kids. Me and my kids, my family. I have a vlog. You can check that out. That's always in my description box. If you have any ideas for me, what to do with my Facebook, what I could do, maybe even more ideas with Twitch. I love The Sims. I would love to play online with The Sims. That would be awesome. So awesome. I don't know how it's ever going to be possible, but that would be so awesome. I love The Sims. It's like where you can go play make believe and get away from your shit that's going on in your life, and you don't have to worry about anything. But I guess that's what people use GTA and other games for too, right? Forget about all the shit problems we have in our lives. So, anyways, any ideas are appreciated. We're 50 minutes in. I was trying to shoot for longer, but honestly, I don't have anything. I thought the stories were going to be longer, and I think I've spent more time just talking about future ideas and what I'm going to do for next year than I did on stories because them stories were very short. But the other ones were long. I don't understand. I'm glad that book's done. Some of them stories were cool. Like I really liked the your demons, the demon story. This is my baby. This is my baby. Yes, this is my pretty baby. Such a cute baby. No, she doesn't want none. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, this time of me just sitting here chilling and hanging out. And if you ever have anything that you would like to know, you can always ask. Um, I'm pretty open about shit. I've tried to, anyways. Try to be extremely transparent. I don't know. I don't have anything to hide. I don't know. It is what it is. Oh, I was talking about. Hold on. We're gonna finish how this year has been for me. So I went from working in the doctor's office, and then I had gotten another job working in a different doctor's office. It was actually here in Rockford, whereas the other one wasn't. I had to travel, but this one was in Rockford, but it was not a good place. That sink was ship it that sink. That ship was sinking and I wasn't going down with it. Absolutely not. You're not fucking up my license, my diploma, my licensure, my credentials, none of that. You're not fucking that up. My reputation, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um so I quit there, did not go back. I told them I wasn't coming back after the shit I had seen and heard. And then um I started working at Walmart in November, and that is a trip. Working at Walmart is very entertaining for starters. Okay, there's always some shit popping off. You never know what you're gonna see when you go to work. I like everybody I work with for the most part. I get along with everybody. I get along with everybody. It's just me. I'm very transparent and brutally honest too. So, anyways, it's interesting. I got called white trash today. And that bitch pissed me off. I was like, you know what kind of year I've had? I've been waiting for somebody to do that. Why are you going to do that to me while I'm at work? Do that to me when I'm not at work. Because I'm going to punch you in your fucking mouth. Tell me that again. Tell me that again. Because I guarantee she ain't shit. Don't. I can't stand people. I swear to God. I don't know why I work in retail. Because there's so many shitty people out there like that. Like I had a lady. So there was that lady today, right? Don't understand it. I was nice. I'm very nice. I'm always like, hi, have a nice day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's just who I am. In case you guys are ever wondering, that's just who I am. Okay, that's how I am. And then a couple weeks, no, it was right before Christmas. I had this. They put me on a regular register, and the very first customer I had was this lady, this older lady. Okay, she was the wicked witch of the West. Okay, 100%. She starts throwing her shit onto the fucking belt, and she's like, Oh, and if you want to know what kind of day I had, or how did she say it? If you want to know what kind of time I had in the store, I did not have a good time. I couldn't find anything that I was looking for, and da da da. And I guarantee all these prices are wrong, and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And then she just keeps going on and on and on and on. Doesn't even matter, right? The whole time I'm maintaining my composure. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that that happened. Unfortunately, I work up here. I don't work back there. I can't do anything about back there. Okay, everything's different at Walmart. Okay, I don't know how else to explain this to you. It's the only fucking job that's ever been like this. I'd rather go back to Walgreens. I actually applied to go back to the old store I worked at. That's right by my parents' house. They have a team leader position, and I filled out an application for there because that's the position that I worked really hard for and I didn't get, and that's the whole reason I left there. I went through all the other shenanigans. Um, I don't know. I don't feel like you should treat people like shit. They're not gonna want to come back to work if you treat them like shit. And then people want to complain that there's not enough workers in places. It's because people are treated like shit at work when they work in retail. They work in a grocery store. They work in the public, right? They get treated like shit. Would you want to be treated like shit and go back to fucking work just to be treated like shit for minimum wage? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Um, I miss working in the doctor's office. I actually filled out a couple of applications for Mercy here in Rockford. Um, I know, I know, I know. I've heard the stories too, right? But it's going to get me out of the public's eye again and back into a doctor's office where I should be at. I should be in a doctor's office. Have I had a garbage year? Yes. Do I get a fucking free get out of jail free card? Absolutely. You know why? Because life's fucking hard and everybody needs a fucking break. Okay? This was my break. I needed it. And just to remind myself why did I do this to myself again? Especially there. I still want to stay though, like one day a week, just for the drama and the bullshit that you don't know what you're gonna see. You know, like apparently yesterday, a guy had came in and bought a TV. Okay, he went through the self checkout, and somebody helped him. After he paid, took off the spider off the TV. Okay, there's cameras everywhere. You cannot step foot into a Walmart without having a camera on you. And And if you want to get upset about that, they don't trust their employees either because I have a camera on me when I'm on a regular register. Okay, they just don't trust nobody. Okay, everybody must have stolen from them, and that's all it takes. And in all honesty, okay, this story is why they have the greeters at the door checking your receipts is because of this guy. This guy came in. Okay, he bought the TV, right? He left. Everything was fine, right? He came back a couple hours later, grabbed the TV. He's all on camera, okay? Grabbed a TV in the back that had a spider on it, the little security thing on it, and he proceeded to go to the front checkout, telling the girl that took off the original one that she didn't take it off. And that he was coming back to the store 3 hours later to have her remove it. He wouldn't have got out the store with that on there. I don't know what is wrong with people. Okay. I really don't know what's wrong with you know what? I'm not gonna make my videos about talking about this shit with Walmart, but this story I just have to share. Okay, because if people are mad, be mad at the people that ruined it for everybody else. Okay? Please don't be mad at the employees. Don't be mad at Walmart that they had to go the extra mile because you got people that are shitty and trying to scam the system. Okay? There's a reason why there's not enough workers. It's because people get treated like shit at work. Okay? Be nicer to them, guys. Come on. It's rough out here. We're all just trying to make our dollar and pay our bills. And try to eat because after we pay our bills, there's not enough money for fucking food. Let's just be real about that. Okay? Who's the real villain in all this shit? Who? The government. Anyways, be nicer to the employees working in these stores. Okay? They have a hard job. and they get treated like shit. They get shit thrown at them like me. And I'm not mean. I'm very nice. Really nice. I have a hard customer service voice, and it comes out when I'm reading stories. You kind of hear it. Um, I like just chit chatting. This is nice. This is nice. I like that you actually get to see me for who I am, so that way you guys can see that I'm not full of shit, dude. I'm just trying to fucking escape from my life because I've had a lot of shit go down. And honestly, it's a break. And it just reminds me that it could be so much fucking worse too. But I don't know. I really don't have anything else. I mean, I could tell you. Oh, the guy with the TV yesterday, he tried to fight the security guard. Why? 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 What what were you getting out of that? Oh, you were gonna go sell that TV, right? And steal it and sell it, and I don't understand. That's part of the reason that prices and everything are so high because fucking theft has went through the fucking roof, dude. People are having to go these extra miles. Like, how many of you been in the stores? They have the fucking shampoo, the conditioner, the body wash locked up, right? You go into stores, they have the fucking baby formula locked up. They have deodorant locked up. Do you know why this shit's locked up? Because people come in and steal it all. When I worked at Walgreens, now think about your typical Walgreens, okay? I don't know about most of them, but my store, the little electronics section, the little 6 foot electronics section, was in the front of the store, right next to the front cashier. And one day during lunch, it was busy as fuck. Okay, everybody's coming in on their lunch break. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not going into Walgreens on my lunch break, and there's a Walgreens kitty corner from my Walmart, so there's that. But anyways, um, these two guys came in to the store, and they had book bags on, right? They proceeded to walk over to the little electronics section. I'm standing there with my store manager and my assistant store manager, and we stood there and watched them take everything off the fucking electronics wall and shove it in their fucking book bag. I looked at my store manager and my assistant store manager and I asked them, "We're not going to do anything?" They're like, "Angel, if we do anything, we're going to get fucking fired." You heard me. If you try to steal from Walgreens and somebody tries to stop you, and you try to stop somebody, you're going to get fired. You know why? Because these people are so fucking ruthless that they are hurting these employees that are trying to stop them. People have gotten shot trying to stop these people. So now, if you try to stop somebody, they don't want you to get hurt or killed, so that's why they tell you that they're going to fire you. It's sick. It's sick that this world is like this. And I understand why they did it. That's why I'm explaining this. I don't want you to think that I'm talking negative about these companies. I want you to understand I had a really garbage day today. Like, people are just mad about everything. And you can't make anybody happy right now. I don't understand. Why can't we just be happy? Why can't we just be happy that we're fucking alive? Because you know what? You could go to sleep tonight and not wake up tomorrow. That's what happened with my mom. So it could fucking happen to anybody. And I just don't understand. I don't understand why people are so fucking shitty. I just don't get it. What are they getting from it? You're gonna take your shit out on somebody else? What did they do for that? Nothing. They didn't do anything. They're just trying to go to work. They're just trying to do whatever the fuck they're trying to do. But don't be a fucking douchebag about it when you're out. Because there's somebody like me who's gonna take offense to it because I've had a garbage ass year. And I just want to be happy. And you're impeding on that. And I don't want to. So I didn't mean to start crying again. It's stupid. It's so fucking stupid. You don't know what's gonna happen. Why would you want to live your life like that? That's not a way to live your life. I don't know why anybody would. Why? I don't understand. It just don't make sense. And then you never know what somebody's going through, right? There's that too. So, anyways, I gotta get off here because if I cry again on camera, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Like, it's just shitty. Be nice to each other. You know, everybody's just trying to make their money, right? That's it. Okay. We just want to make our money and not have to deal with bullshit. So just be nice to everybody that you deal with. Tell them thank you. Even better yet, do you know what I do when I go into fucking places? Like, even when I wasn't working in retail and I was working in the doctor's office, when I go into places and somebody's helping me and they're working, thank you. I appreciate you. You know why? Because nobody else is gonna fucking tell them that. You think I'm lying? How many times have you told somebody that? I mean, maybe you say thank you, but do you tell them that you appreciate the work that they're fucking doing? Because if they weren't there, that whole place ain't gonna fucking be there. The place can't run without employees. That's why everybody's fucking hiring. But then these places that are hiring don't want to fucking hire nobody because they spend all this money to train people and they don't come back. I don't understand. I do understand. It's because it's fucking hard. You gotta deal with somebody. Just be nice. Just be nice. That's my word of advice for today. Just be nice. You don't know what somebody else is going through. It could be like me. You know, shit, if you see me, come give me a fucking hug because I need a hug. It's been a hard day. I don't care where I am. Come hug me at fucking work. It's fine. I hug people when everybody I know and their mamas comes into Walmart and I hug them all. I'm like, I need a hug. Give me a hug. I need a hug. It's fucking rough out here. Anyways, this is me raw. This is what I usually cut out of videos and shit. You guys don't usually see this. I cut out all the emotion. I start crying. I cut all that out. You guys don't know. It's been rough. It's been really hard. It's been a hard year. Be nice to somebody else. Pay that forward. That's my piece of advice. Just tell them thank you and you appreciate them. Pay it forward for me. For me. Do that for me. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Do that for me too. I mean, it's just this is what I like to do. Gets me out of this shit. But anyways, on that note, I hope you learned some stuff today. Maybe not from the stories, maybe from me. Maybe you don't know about that stuff out there. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you don't realize, you know, but I'm just be nice. It's rough out here. And then you know what? Not only am I have, customers yelling at me and whatever, I also have my managers yelling at me. Oh, you're da 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 whatever. Now they're telling us we can't have Monster and Pop at our station. That's bullshit. I love Monster and Pop. and Pop. Ugh. Yes. Not sponsored, by the way. I remember I don't make no money. I do this because I like it. That's why I don't keep negative comments because you can give me constructive criticism and I'm cool with that. I'll take that. I'll run with it. But when it comes to just sitting there and being utterly horrible, hell no. I delete all that shit. I don't have time. Life's hard enough on me without having to hear somebody whose opinion is all negative about me anyways. Like I already don't feel like shit about myself. Thanks. That's what people really wanted. But, you know, I don't know. Be nice to somebody else today. That's what we'll take from that. And on that note, I hope that you have a good day. And remember, be nice to each other out there. It's rough out in the streets and in them fucking stores too. And I will see you in the next live stream that we're gonna do on New Year's Eve. I'm gonna try my damnedest. I'm gonna sleep in. I'm gonna sleep in so I can stay up late on New Year's Eve, and I'm gonna try to do maybe I'll find some stories. I'll find something for New Year's. If anything, I'll pop in just to say Happy New Year. You never know. And then I'm going to start more videos, like regular videos, next Friday. So I'll do another live stream on New Year's Eve, even if it's just me popping in if I didn't find any, you know, scary stories or whatever for New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Um, I'll just pop in and tell you to have a great new year. Enjoy it. We only have so long, and you don't know when it's going to be um, up. Anyways, I keep doing this. I hope you have a good night and be nice to other people. What was the other shit we learned? Um, all we have is hope, and then hope is a demon on our shoulder or back. No, them two were on the shoulders. So guilt's on, or hope's on your back. I don't know. And what else did we learn? We're learning that I'm gonna start traveling and doing interviews next year, and I'm planning on doing a crime story for next Friday, and my phone's about to die. So I have to get off of here. I did not really charge it before I got on because I was at work. And then I got off and I was like, oh, I'm going to do this live stream. Surprise! A lot of emotions in this video. I hope you guys still like me afterwards. And like I said, I appreciate you so much for watching. And it's utterly true. And this is just how I am. When I tell you all that, I'm not telling you that because I'm fake. That's how I talk in real life, just so you know. Tell everybody, have a great day. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys again on Sunday. Bye.